Welcome back to episode 3. Thanks for watching, listening. We are here. We have a pretty good uh, list of things we can talk about, what's going on. And as you can see, we have a guest. We have a guest. Her name is Hazel. Her name is Hazel. Well, her name's Hazel. She's a sassy little girl. She's a full-on German Shepherd, and she is staying with me for a couple of days. So yeah, that's great. She's my girlfriend's roommate's dog, the most sweetest dog you'll ever meet. Except she's been a little sassy these past couple of days, so we'll see. As you can clearly tell, she's also been sleeping a lot, even though we went on 3 walks today. Um, going on that many walks and taking those poops the size that she takes takes a lot out of you. But anyway, let's get into the episode. So, as you can see, I'm still sick, which sucks. It's gotten worse now. I've been staying up at night coughing a lot. Like the other night, oh my god, I was, what was that, Monday night? I slept so poorly. I was coughing for so long. I woke up in the middle of the night and coughed like at least 4 times. That was hell. Of course, what prompted it was me not taking care of myself this weekend because Saturday was the 49er playoff game, which we won, and I screamed so much, especially at the end, that I lost my voice. So that's always nice. That's always fun. But yeah, then we were out all night, drinking, and so I became even more sick. And then Sunday was a full-on hangover day, and I was horizontal almost all day. I didn't feel bad, but I was just like bleh, and tired. I did throw up, which was very sloppy of me. So that's always fun. But as you know, that was the champagne at the end of the night. I don't know why I was taking pills of champagne. That was stupid. I was in a good mood. We had just won, so there's that. But yeah. So 49ers won. That was great. Now we play the Detroit Lions. A team of destiny. So I don't really like that. Last time Detroit was, I think, in the NFC Championship game, they played the Niners at Candlestick in Golden Gate Park. I mean, at Kezar in Golden Gate Park. It was like 1970 something, I think. I don't really remember. We won, thank God, but then we lost after that, or something like that. But yeah. So there's that. They have a really good team. I don't know how to feel about the game yet. I'm pretty scared for it actually, because on paper, at least, we match up. It's like looking in the mirror almost. It's a really even matchup. So we'll see what happens. The spread's 7, I believe. So I don't know if I would go over on. It might come down to a kick. It might be like 10 points. You never know. But the spread being 7 doesn't give me a lot of hope. So does not give me a lot of hope. But it doesn't give me a lot of. Doesn't get rid of any of my worries. But yeah, there's that. But there's other sports news. Another good thing is my guy, Justin Herbert. He's probably my favorite quarterback there is. If I was gonna build a team, I'd choose him. Hashtag pro duck. He finally has a coach, and one of the best coaches. John Harbaugh. Today, was it today, or was it yesterday? It was today. Was announced that the Chargers announced that they hired John Harbaugh, which is phenomenal. He was Niners coach, and then we, in my opinion, wrongfully got rid of him after going to was it 3 straight NFC Championship games, and then going at 8-8 season, and then firing him. It was ridiculous. I mean, he also wanted the Michigan job anyway, and there was a vacancy that season, so it was sort of in the cards. But I don't think we should have fired him, but whatever. Anyway, he's an amazing coach. Then he went to Michigan for what was it, 6 years or whatever. Completely restructured the program and made them relevant again, made them a winning school. They just won a national championship. So that happened, and now he is at honestly, the perfect situation because they have staples on their defense, they have staples on their offense, they have cap issues, but that can easily be fixed. That's not something that they need to really worry about. I mean, they do need to worry about it, but once they get a general manager in there now, they will figure that out. I think players like Austin Eckler probably won't be there, but I say you need to keep guys like especially on defense, Derwin James, Asante Samuel. I think Asante Samuel is still on his rookie contract, but they're gonna have to pay him after next year probably. Come back to the technical difficulties podcast. Where were we? Yeah, so the Chargers. I've talked about this 3 times now. But yeah, Harbaugh will get in there and set a really good culture, and it'll be good for everyone, especially Justin Herbert. It'll be good for the franchise, good for Herbert, good for the team as a whole. So that's exciting stuff. Next thing is, so Baltimore Orioles, their, I guess you could say rookie or latest draftee, I guess, Jackson Holliday. He's just, one of those cookie cutter Baltimore Orioles rising stars. I believe he's a shortstop. But so he bought this plot of land, and it was this old ranch, and one of the barns. Excuse me. Look at that sass. Look at little Miss Sassy. I love you. She's hilarious. Oh. Yeah. Do you have any opinion on Jackson Holliday's apartment? No. That's okay. It's not. You don't need an opinion on it. But oh yeah. You wake up from your nap. Yeah. Oh, where? Yes. So you do have an opinion. To the people? Oh, that's a big stretch. Oh, I've never seen you yawn that big before. What are you looking at me for? You want to go home? Yeah, I know. We'll go home after this. Don't. Oh, wink. We'll go home after this. It's okay. Oh, yeah? Oh, she's sniffing her softball. Her emotional support softball. Oh, yep. Every time I come into the house, she has this thing. Oh, careful the wire. You're going to have to go around. Anyway, the barn in this place. What are you doing? I know. I'll take you on another one in a few minutes here. Okay, well, this podcast is going to be quick, maybe. So the barn in this place, it's like this giant barn. And what they did was, it's like what you see like when you're 18 and you just want to live in this house with all your friends and have all the possible sports you can have. And so there's like 2 basketball courts, pickleball court, 4 lanes of golf simulators, 4 lanes of batting cages, obviously, and it's just like this. It's like your 18-year-old self's dream of a sports complex. But it's funny. I was laughing because they kept calling it an apartment, and I was like, apartment? That's bigger than any apartment I've ever seen. It's bigger than a condo. It's the size of a house. it's a playpen. It's an adult playpen, a sports complex. But yeah, I just thought it was hilarious that they kept calling it that. But I guess there's no easy way to transition to this, but have the way she's sitting right now is hilarious. She's on the floor, half under the table. I don't even know what she's trying to do. She's laying down, chewing on her emotional support softball. Our little coyote. Actually, I should say big coyote. People always think she's a coyote. Sometimes it's really funny. She has way more meat on her bones than a coyote does. She is probably bigger than a coyote, though. I've actually always wondered if when I'm walking with her, because I've always wanted to take her on a walk into like Presidio or something like in Golden Gate Park. I've always wondered what would happen if we came across a coyote. I'm pretty sure she would bark at it. If it was a coyote charges us, what would happen? I'd probably hold. I'd obviously hold her back, but like if it snuck up on us, I'd probably kick kick that coyote, and then we would probably run and just run as fast as we could and get the hell out of there. Get the hell out of Dodge. Just as long as she's okay, you know. Well, she's laying down. Anyway, anyway, call back to last week's episode uh, where I went way too deep, way too long into the Coachella lineup. But now there's a headline that says Coachella ticket sales are reportedly historically low. Yeah, no shit, because people don't want to pay $500 for No Doubt. Like I said, there's no one that pops up at that lineup. That lineup is the kind of lineup that you're like, okay, I guess I could go this week. It's sort of like the vibe that people have with Outside Lands, where they're like, yeah, I guess I'll go to Outside Lands next week, or whatever. I have nothing better going on. Sort of that's the kind of vibe I get from the Coachella lineup. But speaking of festival lineups, the Lightning in a Bottle lineup came out, which is a festival that I will be attending this year for the first time, I may add. And that is one that just at a glance you look at it and you go, whoa, and there's names absolutely pop up at you. I mean, to start off with, like the top 4 headliners, you look at it, it goes Skrillex, Labyrinth, Lane 8, James Blake. Boom. What? Excuse me? Huh? Who? What? Which, of course, I just saw Skrillex and Labyrinth at Portola, but hey, of course I'm going to see them again. Hell yeah, you best believe I'm seeing When I R.I.P. live. And then Lane 8, seen them live, great. James Blake, seen them live, great. ISOXO, Fatboy Slim, Closey, Nora and Pierce, she's great live. Bob Moses DJ set, I will definitely be there. Cannons, they're great. It just goes on. Ramasa of the Trees, haven't seen them yet, but always wanted to. Fleeting Points, they're great. Overmono, hell yes. It's Murph again, yes, nice. Aluna, nice. Scream. Tycho, I'm pretty sure Tycho Sunset Set, Tycho is perfect for sunset sets. I haven't seen him live, but I've seen a set of his in San Francisco. I'm pretty sure he's from San Francisco. And I just know that there's like all these other smaller names that I'm going to be really excited to discover and see. Oh, Nimino, I love Nimino. But yeah, there's just all these other names that I'm going to be really excited to see, and I've just always wanted to go Lightning on Bottle because it's such a cool venue. There's all these little small stages. The production design is out of this world. It's just wild. It's really cool. It's on a lake. It's Memorial Day weekend. 4 days. You're camping. Then you wake up, walk right into the lake right into the water. Then boom, you're clean. Honestly, then just go sweat it out for the rest of the day, and then go back into the water the next morning. But yeah, it's really exciting. And at night it looks sick. There's always sick pictures from it at night. Dulab really goes all out for Lightning in the Bottle, and I love it. And I'm excited. I'm actually really excited to go. Let's just double check. Oh, we're doing great. Sound on, camera recording, amazing. So yeah, I guess we can move into food now. I don't know if you guys saw this, but IKEA, I guess they're coming back with, or they did, and it's just coming to light now. But back in 2016, in a lot of Asian locations such as Singapore and Japan, IKEA released a limited edition black hot dog. The color of the hot dog comes from edible bamboo charcoal, which apparently helps to kill off toxins. Yeah, I mean, we all know that, like charcoal pills, The hot dog is quite long, 30 centimeters and 30 centimeters, and the bun is 20 centimeters. This thing looks ridiculous. It's cute. It's cutely called the Ninja Dog because it's thought to resemble a ninja's scroll. Okay, Yugi, I guess. I think it looks like burnt food is what I think it looks like. The color is great. I love the color. I love a nice, especially it looks like a nice matte jet black. Oof, the color looks great. But as something to be eaten or edible, it does not look great. It looks like what like you look at things and like you're like, oh, that looks really moist, and you're like, oh, I just want to bite into that and just see what it tastes like, see what it feels like. I really almost said something really bad there, but I just want to but this friggin' hot dog looks like you would bite into it and it would just explode into ash and charcoal. Huh, funny enough, into your mouth. It literally looks like what a hot dog looks like if you leave it at a campfire for too long. Then you go to grab it and just goes poof and just disintegrates. That's exactly what it looks like. The color is great. The contrast of this, having the ketchup, mustard, and relish on this black hot dog and bun is sick. But when it looks goofy as hell, it looks like you took a Costco hot dog and put it on the smallest bun you could find, and it just for appetite appeal 0, aesthetic appeal well, because you'll take that into aesthetic, I guess. Color is great, contrast of the colors against it great, but overall aesthetic appeal I say like a 6, because it doesn't really sound like that cool of a thing to do. So it's kind of goofy. But then again, it was a limited edition thing, so it obviously didn't work out. Um, but yeah, I'm not, moving on to the next food. I made bread pudding, and that was fun. That was actually a lot of fun. I've always wanted to make bread pudding because I love bread pudding. It's one of my favorite. I always call it a holiday dish because the only time I've ever really had it is during Christmas time. I wanted to make it all December. I never did, and the holiday season has come and passed, and so rightfully I've made it now at the end of January. But it was really good. I used both the loaves, the old loaves that I had. So I had a bunch of ends of my 22 whole wheat, 22 grain whole wheat bread, and then I topped it off with this boudin baguette, French bread that I idiotically let go stale. So that was fun to make actually. I like chopped it up and then I put all the bread in with some raisins, and then put the French bread on top, and then in a bowl I whisked the all the other ingredients, the eggs, sugar, milk, vanilla extract, all that goodness. What I should have done was, because I put in the raisins, one, it tasted really good. Two, the raisins felt unnecessary. But if the recipe I used didn't have cognac, if I would have used cognac in this go around, the raisins would have complemented great. Because raisins, for some reason, in when you bake them, when you bake things and it has raisins and cognac, it just goes together really well. It's really nice. But yeah, so raisins, cognac, and then I should add I should add chocolate chips next time. Um, so there's that. I should definitely add chocolate chips next time. If you're looking at me, if you're watching on YouTube looking at me, and you're seeing I'm hunched over this entire time, that's because I already tried to lean back once and it messed up the sound. So yes, this is uncomfortable. Are you trapped? You're not trapped. You can go around. You literally just went that way. She's so sassy. She's the sassiest dog you'll ever meet. But she's also the biggest, no, largest hearted dog. She has a giant heart. She's a sweetheart, is what I'm trying to say. She's the most gentle sweetheart you'll ever meet. She'll bark a lot. Yeah, she's a German Shepherd. She's gonna bark, but they're never malicious barks. They're always like hello barks, especially when you walk in. But actually, the last 2 days when I've walked in, she has not barked at me, which is great. She just I walk in and she does loops between my legs, with her ears back and with her emotional support softball in her mouth, and just the entire time. It's adorable and I love it. But yeah, she's a huge sassy dog. But when we're walking, she'll like lunge and bark. But you can tell it's a nice bark. Like you can tell by the tone of the bark. It's like roar, not like that, but it's a nice happy bark when she says hello to other dogs. Except the last 2 days were not too great. But those weren't her fault. Those were the other dogs' fault. The other dogs barked at her first, like, and then she starts going boom boom, her big bark. So then the owners are like, oh my god, they hold their dog back, and I'm saying they're holding Hazel. She's really not doing anything, But yeah, she's easy, great. Like when you walk her, like that's another thing. Like she lunges and says "row," but she'll just do like a one bark, And the other owners, they should like see how relaxed you are when she does that, and they shouldn't get scared. But every now and then you'll get the owners like, oh my god. Things she is afraid of though, chihuahuas. One time I was walking her at night on our little night walk, and we were at a corner, and there was this lady with her chihuahua on the other side of the corner, and she looks over at the corner. I don't know how she saw, because she has terrible eyesight. She usually can't see shit. But she looks, and then she looks at me, and she walks around the back of me and goes to my right side, and has her tail between her legs, and she looks up at me, looks at that, and she's just staring at it, just getting really close to me, and me and my girlfriend start laughing. We're like, well, it's just a chihuahua. And so then we start to walk, and she's walking really slowly and timidly, just on this side of me, sideways, ears down, tail between her legs, just looking at this dog. And this chihuahua stops in the middle of the street. Like, this fucking chihuahua thinks it can do anything. Like, fuck off, dude. And like, it's just like staring there, looking at us, and just starts growling. And so we're just walking, laughing, and Hazel the whole time just like, just just creeping along. We get to the other side, and the chihuahua is still in the middle of the street. So then the chihuahua's owner comes over, picks up chihuahua, and crosses the street. It was hilarious. We're laughing at it. We're like, what's wrong? Are you afraid of a chihuahua? It's so funny how she can be afraid of a chihuahua something that she can eat in 2 bites. What are you doing? She was literally just had her head and put her nose onto the carpet and was like taking these deep breaths. Like, she's so dramatic. I don't know if you'll probably never meet a more dramatic dog, honestly. But yeah, back to the bread pudding. That was fun to make though. But I know next time to add, if I'm gonna use raisins, add. Ugh, I hope the sound is okay. Well, I guess we'll see. But yeah, next time, use cognac and add raisins. Oh no, if I add raisins, use cognac. But for sure use chocolate chips. Yes, for sure use chocolate chips. Actually, for sure use cognac also. Screw it. Why not? For sure use cognac and chocolate chips. Raisins are the maybe. Because they tasted so unnecessary. But hey, that's that. You live, you learn. You live and you learn from your cooking mistakes. Not sure what else to talk about. I guess we can keep talking about cooking. I mean, I don't. There's enough time on this one, and I do need to take a shower. Still, I'm still in my gym outfit. I'm pretty hot though. I don't know why I kept this jacket on. But yeah, I need to get going. Finish this. Get going. Me and Miss Captain Sass over here need to go home. She's staying at her place tonight. Maybe I'll take her in the middle of the day, though, tomorrow. I'll see what we're doing. What time I go to gym tomorrow. I do have some things, but yeah, so recap. Niners sports are great. Coachella lineup sucks. Lightning and Bottle lineup friggin' amazing. Bread pudding is a learning curve. Baseball players make a lot of money, and Asia likes charcoal hot dogs. And Hazel's the best. So, do you have any closing statements, Hazel? Awesome. That was great. So, from me and Hazel, we'd like to say thank you, and can't wait to hear you guys next time. Can't wait to hear you guys? No. Can't wait to see you guys? No, we can't see you. You see us. Well, This is 7Hills Podcast Episode 3. Catch you guys next time. Please, I need to take a thumb. I need you for the thumbnail.